Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Today we're diving deep into a story that feels like something from a military thriller, but it's happening right now in our oceans. The great white shark, the predator we've all been taught to fear, is being systematically hunted by an even more intelligent and strategic killer. In the Gulf of California, a specific group of orcas, known as Moctezumas pod, has turned the food chain upside down. This isn't random violence. It's a calculated, tactical operation that is rewriting what we know about the sovereigns of the sea. Imagine the scene. A juvenile great white shark, itself a formidable predator, is swimming in what it thinks are safe waters. Suddenly, it's targeted, not by one attacker, but by a coordinated team. Moctezuma's pod works in shifts, chasing the shark, relentlessly pursuing it, forcing it to burn precious energy. They herd it, guiding its movements, pushing it towards the surface. Then, the masterstroke. With breathtaking coordination, several orcas converge, hitting the shark and flipping it upside down. This triggers a state of temporary paralysis called tonic immobility. The great white, so powerful just moments before, is now completely helpless. The orcas then perform a procedure of shocking precision. They don't tear the shark apart. They surgically extract and consume only its liver, a massive, lipid-rich organ packed with energy. It's an act of intelligence, not frenzy, a learned behavior that showcases an almost chilling level of strategic thinking. To understand how they can pull this off, you have to understand that orcas are not just animals, they are societies. Their entire existence is built on cooperation and knowledge passed down through generations. The core of their society is the matrilineal group, led by a female and including her children and her children's children. In many populations, males and females stay with their mothers their entire lives. Think of it as a lifelong academy. From the moment a calf is born, it's learning. It shadows its elders, absorbing every lesson from thousands of hunts. It learns the pod's specific dialect of clicks and whistles, a private language that allows for flawless battlefield communication. This cultural transmission is the secret to their success. Scientists categorize orcas into different ecotypes. There are the residents of the North Pacific, who live in large, stable family groups and specialize in eating fish, particularly salmon. Then you have the transients, or Bigg's killer whales. These are the mammal hunters, preying on seals, sea lions, and even other whales. They travel in smaller, stealthier groups. Finally, there are the offshores, who roam the open ocean in large pods, believed to feed on fish and sharks. Moctezuma's pod is special. While orcas in their region were thought to be generalists, this pod is developing a clear specialty in hunting sharks and rays. Interestingly, while most pods are led by females, this pod is named for a prominent male, Moctezuma, who is present at almost all of these shark hunts, suggesting he plays a key role in leading or teaching these complex maneuvers. This shark hunting technique is just one play in a global playbook of incredible hunting strategies. Each one is a cultural tradition, a unique solution to an environmental puzzle. In the Antarctic, Type B orcas use a technique called wave washing. They spot a seal resting on an ice floe. Then, swimming in perfect formation, they dive together, creating a powerful wave that surges over the ice and sweeps the seal into the water, right where other pod members are waiting. They'll repeat this, adjusting their strategy until it works. Adults have even been seen capturing a seal and then releasing it near younger orcas, essentially running a live training drill. On the coast of Argentina, orcas perform a death-defying maneuver called intentional beaching. They hunt sea lion pups by literally launching their multi-ton bodies out of the water and onto the beach. It's incredibly risky. A miscalculation could leave them stranded to die. Mothers spend years patiently teaching their calves how to lunge, grab prey, and wiggle back into the ocean. In Norway, orcas use carousel feeding for herring. They work as a team to herd the fish into a tight, spinning ball near the surface. Then, They take turns smacking the ball with their powerful tails, stunning dozens of fish with a single slap before eating them at their leisure. And transient orcas will hunt the calves of giant baleen whales, like gray whales. These are grueling, hours-long chases where the pod works to separate the calf from its massive mother, a stunning display of endurance and teamwork. So back to Moctezuma's pod. Why are they suddenly the great white's worst nightmare? The leading theory is linked to our changing planet. Rising ocean temperatures may be shifting the nursery grounds of great white sharks, pushing more inexperienced, vulnerable juveniles into the Gulf of California. These young sharks might not have learned to fear orcas, making them a brand new, abundant food source. Moctezuma's pod is capitalizing on this opportunity. They've been seen using the same tactic, inducing tonic immobility, to hunt the world's largest fish, the whale shark. They would hit the giant fish, force it upside down, and attack its pelvic area to access the liver. It seems they honed their skills on whale sharks and then transferred that knowledge to take down great whites. This is a perfect example of what scientists call behavioral plasticity, the ability to change behavior and innovate in response to new environmental opportunities. And their focus on the liver is pure genius. It's an optimal foraging strategy, getting the maximum energy for the minimum amount of effort. The rise of Moctezuma's pod as shark hunters has massive implications. The great white shark, for so long the undisputed king, has been dethroned. This creates what biologists call a landscape of fear. In other parts of the world, like South Africa, adult great whites have been observed abandoning their prime feeding grounds for months after orcas simply pass through. If that happens in the Gulf of California, it could send shockwaves through the entire ecosystem. This story underscores why it's so critical to study and protect these unique orca populations. Each pod is a distinct culture, a living library of ecological knowledge. Their strategies are not just instinct, they are traditions passed down through generations. The calculated predation of Moctezuma's pod is more than a nature documentary highlight reel. It's a profound lesson in behavioral ecology, revealing a world where intelligence, cooperation, and culture are the ultimate weapons for survival. It reminds us that deep beneath the waves, an army of minds is constantly calculating, adapting, and ruling the seas not by birthright but through strategy. The title of apex predator, it turns out, is earned.